Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today is a very exciting day. Day 2 of concrete installation. The crew is already hard at work. They're getting the forms in. We're doing 2 big patios and a great big sidewalk to connect the driveway here at the Airbnb down to the greenhouse. So I hope that you will enjoy this video watching all of their progress. Southeastern Pro Contractors are absolutely amazing. I feel very grateful that I've got reliable contractors that not only do they show up when they say they do, but they're a pleasure to work with. And today I am thrilled, along with Reginald, to show you the finished concrete project. I am standing on one section right now at the entrance of the greenhouse. Well, a bit of an issue in that can't get this door all the way open, but that's okay, it's wood. We can fix that. I realized though it's super hot, it's very, very dry. I was like, I need to come out and water, and I need to get these poor apple trees out of the greenhouse because it is like 150 degrees in there. It's crazy. So without further ado, let me turn this camera around so that you can see all of the different areas that we had concreted this week, so that now we can really start building the gardens surrounding the greenhouse. Well, first, it's very exciting that Reginald is participating. He's usually sound asleep in the closet at this hour. But you can see here the entryway. I think the size is perfect. I love the detail that Preston recommended with the joints being kind of in a sunbeam pattern. And I love my concrete guys, Southeastern Pro Contractors. They even brought in, soil from other parts of the yard to be able to fill in so that we can start to work on the grade going up to it. So the main entryway, I think, really looks awesome. It's exactly what this greenhouse needed. Well, up here, I am so thrilled to see this giant concrete pad, because this was like one of the ugliest patios of all time. I'd originally wanted it to be bigger, but I can't do anything about this is the septic something and just avoided it altogether. That's fine, because I'm gonna be able to make a bed that basically encompasses this section, and so this will at least all be mulched by next week before the wedding. And long term, the plan is to actually do an outdoor kitchen here. So it's pretty exciting. It's a lot more usable square footage, and I think Reginald also approves. Again, you can see a pretty significant grade. So even though these properties seem flat, they're not. They're not at all. They slope actually relatively quickly, but in a flat way, down to the back of the property. And so, keeping the grade for the concrete flat is important. Now, the thing I'm most excited about is this giant patio. And as you can see, they did the sun pattern as well here, the sunbeam pattern. And this is just so much more available square footage. That's great. But let me show you the real reason that I wanted a giant patio here, and why I think this is going to be the most popular spot on all of the properties. Like, this is the place that everyone's going to want to hang out at. Okay, so I'm stepping in and I'm turning on the exhaust fan, which blows out, and then you can watch my hair. And it's the most incredible breeze that you get here. and there's no bugs. It's just like this magic zone where you can stay cool even on the hottest day in the summer. Now, as you can see behind me, I've got a nice walkway leading down right from the driveway. And this actually is also a big area where water drains off. And, you know, during Hurricane Helene, the greenhouse flooded, not really flooded because there's a drain in the middle of it. So you can see behind me, right there down the middle. And that was put into action. And very wisely, my concrete contractors were like, you know what? This is going to bring in even more water. So they put a huge channel drain in all along the entrance here. And it actually just pops out right there at that green circle. So I'm actually planning to have plants. This is gonna all be garden behind here. So that's great. It'll move the water out. It'll irrigate the plants in a way. And it'll deal with some of the excessive runoff that we deal with from this long driveway. Now behind me, nothing but opportunity. I'm planning to build the big fern bed here, and I'm actually hoping to maybe even get started on that today or tomorrow. I haven't totally figured out the shape, and because originally this was part of a driving path, I have to think critically about how big I make this bed, because if I want to be able to pull a truck and trailer through here, ideally I wouldn't be doing that because I'd like to avoid running over the leach field, which is the entire middle of the backyard. All that lawn, that's ultimately where the toilets flush to, and I don't want to mess with that. So I just have to think about it a little bit. For now, I don't have enough ferns to fill this much square footage anyway. So for now, I'm gonna just concentrate the ferns that I have, which you can see are staged here. They're all from Carolina Native Nursery. And I'm gonna get those planted here where they're in nice shade, fill it up with soil cube. It's going to be amazing. Well, everybody, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope that this video will serve as inspiration for you. I always get a lot of questions about why I go with concrete, and number one reason, continuity. The driveway is already concrete and you add different textures and it just starts to get weird. Also, we have a lot of mole and vole activity, and in my experience with hardscape, those mammals tunneling under impact the integrity of that hardscape, and then it starts to collapse, and that does not happen with concrete. Also, concrete is more economical, and I absolutely adore my concrete contractor. So I just think for my use, concrete is the most logical approach. I know everybody has kind of their own opinion, but everything looks the same. It's all finished in the same way. It's all the same color. It's all the same texture. And I think for hardscape, really the goal is that it just sort of blends in, because what I want to have pop are all the plantings. But you need the hardscape so that you can have areas to sit and stand and walk, and well, you ultimately have some, awesome cooking sessions. So that is the main reasons why I choose concrete over other materials. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to sharing more updates as I start to really make progress on developing gardens here in the back gardens. Thanks so much for watching, and happy gardening.